Keremeos, British Columbia. This is the start of what we're going to call our final pickups. What happens here is we pick up the remaining copies of the newspaper that are left at the newsstands, and we do the math. Sold versus or drop-offs minus returns equals sold, and then we just send the invoices out to the customers, and we go from there. So it was actually 6 days ago since our last paper was printed, and although there is no paper tomorrow as there normally would be for a Monday, it turns out that we do have to actually go to the newsstands and pick up the returns. Now, we happen to be in the area today on Sunday. This is shortly after 4 o'clock on the 31st of July, so we thought, well, while we're in town, we would actually take care of this and take care of it now. Just giving you a bit of a panoramic view of the Keremeos area. Anyway, so we're going to do all the newsstands in Keremeos, then in Headley, and we'll do that today, and we'll leave the Princeton ones till tomorrow. But I wanted to explain how this actually started. When I bought the paper in 2004, there was somebody who was actually running to Penticton first thing on a Monday morning with printed plates of each page, which then involved getting a photo taken and then negatives created and then aluminum plates made, and those went on the press. And that's what was used to print each page of the paper. Well, we started after a while being able to use computer technology where I would be able to upload PDF files of each page to an FTP site for the printer to download in Penticton, and they would then use those to create the negative and then the plate and print the paper that way. Anyway, as it turns out, I had somebody who was picking up the papers all the time, and it worked just fine, but then just the timing just didn't work. I wanted the papers to come in town at a certain time. I wanted them to be consistent. So my wife Brenda took over the job, and she was picking up the papers in Penticton, and I'd stay in the office, and every now and again I would follow her to Penticton, or ride with her rather to Penticton. We would actually make kind of a day of it, and it turned out to be really quite fun. And she said, well, why don't you make this a little more regular routine? And so eventually I ended up riding with her on a regular basis, and we've made Mondays our usual play day, where we would go to Penticton, pick up the papers, do the deliveries, the drop-offs, the stops at the post office, things like that. And we've done that for actually quite a few years. So as it turns out, as of today, this pretty much marks our final pickup run. And we're starting in Keremeos. There you go, that's the story about how we do the pickups.